Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name is Alex, and in this video I'll tell you about a foreigner caught red-handed by police. Vlogger cop kicked off the police force, find out why. The new pope is from Chicago, and stick around to the end of the video where I share my story of how I learned an expensive lesson in Dubai. Let's begin with a quick look at our USD to peso exchange rate. Why now? Right now, $1 equal to 55.69. Here's our top story. A Tunisian tourist in Phuket, Thailand was caught on video trying to remove a wheel clamp from a rental car illegally parked on the road. He attempted to replace the clamp wheel with a spare using a jack before being stopped by police. He has been charged under Thailand's Land Traffic Act, and the rental car owner was fined 2,000 baht for allowing an unlicensed driver to use the vehicle. The incident, widely shared online, has sparked strong support among Thai citizens for strict enforcement of parking laws. You know the thing that bothered me the most about the whole thing, not the fact that he's misbehaving, not following the law, any of that stuff, it's normal in Thailand. The fact that he allowed his lady friend to be carrying that tire. Dude, you gotta do better, man. Be a man at least. Put that tire in the trunk and pay that bill and learn from your lesson. Vlogger policeman Francis Steve Fontelas has been dismissed from the service after the National Police Commission found him guilty of administrative offenses for criticizing President Marcos and the Philippine National Police over the arrest of former President Rodrigo Duterte. They sacked Fontelas for grave misconduct, conduct unbecoming of a police officer, and disloyalty to the government. Fontelas was also perpetually barred from upholding or holding any government post. Officials said Fontelas' case should serve as a reminder to police officers to remain from engaging in partisan politics. Quote, with the midterm elections drawing near, let this case against Fontelas serve as a warning to police personnel who engage in political activities. Again, strictly no politics in the uniformed service. Fontelas has received flack for his tirades against Marcos and the PNP over Duterte's arrest last March. Fontelas even threatened the International Criminal Court, which is hearing Duterte's case of crimes against humanity, and the International Criminal Police Organization. While he was still in active police duty, Fontelas used his Facebook account in expressing support for Duterte. A reminder once again, I don't even know what to say about this because I'm not a Filipino or know how the laws of policing work, but I know as a foreigner myself, I cannot partake in any political protest if I'm in the Philippines on a tourist visa. And just a reminder, travelers heading to Southeast Asia and Europe should expect delays as Thai Airways announced the disruption due to the ongoing airspace closure between India and Pakistan. While flights to India remain unaffected, services to Pakistan may face delays, and European routes will experience extended travel times of up to 40 minutes. Passengers are urged to check flight details and stay updated on changes. Yeah, just a reminder, if you're going anywhere near Thailand or if you're using Thai Airways or any airline, I guess, if you're going through the airspace of India and Pakistan, be sure you give yourself a little bit extra time because you don't want to miss the connecting flight. And then some quick news. We have a new Pope, meet Pope Leo the 14th, I think, if my Roman numerals are correct, X1V, the 267th Pope and the first from the United States. From Chicago roots to decades of service in Peru and now as a new pope, he actually visited Cebu back in 2001, if I'm not mistaken, early 2000s. Let's put it that way. I can't remember the exact dates. Let me know what you guys think because I know this is very important to a lot of religious people, and I think a lot of people will be happy that he's from the U.S. I'm sure many people are gonna take this as a sign of something, make it political or some conspiracy theory. Regardless, yeah, that's it. I don't know much about popism or papaya. Also, Filipinos were excited because there was a very good chance that the next pope would be a Filipino person. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but I'm sure Filipinos would prefer a Filipino pope, something to be proud of. Yeah, everybody was waiting to see the smoke come out, yellow, black, green, sorry, white, gray, or black, right? Everybody, is that white, gray, or black? White, gray, or black? The past 24 hours, all I've been seeing is just people are still waiting for that. So now that's over. Next week's going to be very busy with elections in the Philippines. We'll get back to some regular stories hopefully after that. Next up, the Walt Disney Company announced plans for a new theme park in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, highlighting the country's growing prominence as a global financial and entertainment hub. That's interesting. I think maybe the first in an Islamic country. I wonder how much of that woke stuff they're going to bring to UAE and how much of that they're going to allow. I know, like they said, entertainment hub now, the UAE is really pushing for tourism, technology. They got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Dubai is exactly what they say it is, like a rich person's playground. Here comes my story actually about Dubai. So I know this is in Abu Dhabi, the new Disneyland, but I was going between Dubai and Abu Dhabi one night, and I was with a person, and they kept telling me to slow down. But for me, I was driving a rental car. It was felt very nice, you know, clean, clear, and big roads with no soy dogs or street dogs, no vendors. And it just felt like driving a little bit fast. And she kept saying, hey, slow down, slow down. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry, I know how to drive. And I kept seeing these like flashes once in a while. And then I didn't think much of it. I thought, whatever. And then months later, not even like a few weeks later, I got an email because I used my email to sign up for the rental car. I got a huge speeding bill. So the whole time, those flashes, they weren't just like aesthetics or whatever. They're just cameras going off, taking plates, photos, and sending me a bill. Now I know, slow down when you're driving. Next up, Bill Gates says he will donate 99% of his remaining tech fortune to the Gates Foundation, which will now close in 2045. Earlier than previously planned. Today, that would be worth an estimated of $107 billion. Whoa. Imagine having that kind of money, enough money to actually make a difference. I wonder what I would do if I had that kind of moolah. But yeah, you could always just dream, right? There weren't too many interesting stories I wanted to cover today. The usual things, misbehaving foreigners and crime here and there. But I didn't want to just drag this on for no reason. Now it's time for our segment Yesterday Today, where I take a second to share your most popular comments from our previous video. If you're enjoying this video, consider hitting that like button. Our main story was about those 3 guys going to jail for the 54-year-old lady. And Old Time Traveler says, when those false teeth comes off, that's all she wrote. She's 54? Dirty mind. You got a dirty mind, man. Thunderstruck. Imagine AC/DC comes to Cebu. Thunder. That's because the thunder that went off yesterday's video. Brave or silly? You know, I never got into like rock and metal, but as I grow older now, I start to really appreciate what everybody was going off about. Growing up, I would listen to like hip hop, reggae, dancehall, reggaeton. I actually had a wide range of musical taste, but rock was never a part of it. Dad says the 54-year-old must have that kung fu grip, but in all seriousness, come on guys, lock in and stay focused. That's right. Always focus on yourself first before you go and focus on the gal them, no matter the age of her. New K Fritz says, bro, how do you get that drunk? Basically, a lot of comments regarding the lady. Of course, it was the main story. And Big Lee lastly says, the anti-scammer voice bot is amazing. In a way, that's what those nice hackers have been doing to scammers, completely wasting their time and annoying them. Yes, there are several videos, several channels going around, people, just messing with scammers, just pretending to, play along, but they know the whole time they're scammers.
Do not read him that! Do not read him that!
And that's it for this video. I really don't have anything else to talk about. Yesterday, a couple of people mentioned about me being a little bitch, about having to make coffee at home. It wasn't really about the coffee. It's about me going out and getting away from the room here and stepping outside for the day and enjoying a couple hours while editing my video. But I understand. I guess life is good when that is your biggest problem, right? Making coffee at home. But today, looks like great weather, so I'm gonna walk my ass over and have a coffee, enjoy my time editing this video. Leave your thoughts down below regarding any of the stories I covered today. Leave your thoughts down below about anything. Share your experience in the Philippines or anywhere in Southeast Asia. I'd love to hear it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. The papacy is a word for that. Dad says that 50-year-old must have that kung fu grip, but yeah, maybe with her mouth.